Hello guys, my name is Milton. I go by Silver Bullet XV on social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatnot. And we figured this would be a great time to kind of show off this build. It's my 2016 Subaru Crosstrek, and I'd say it's mildly modified, just a little bit. Obviously, the first thing you might notice when you look at it is all of the color. These are my array of Diode Dynamics lights. I've been running them for like 4 or so years, and I'm a pretty big fan, as you can tell. We've got the SS3s on the front with a combination of SS5s and various output levels to SSC2s on the perimeter, rock lights underneath, reverse lights, brake lights even added in via backlight. It's a good combination of stuff, kind of showcasing a bit of everything. I'm a big fan of the lights, but obviously the lights don't make a build. If you know anything about this platform, they're a little bit low on power. This is actually the second ever Crosstrek to get a 2.5 liter engine swap. It went from a 2 liter naturally aspirated to a 2.5. It's, around a 20% boost in power and nothing crazy. Definitely not an LS or anything like that, but it is definitely worthwhile. The car drove so much better afterwards. I felt like I could pass on the freeway just fine. 80 was, doable again. That was a really cool thing we did about a year ago. And then just recently, maybe a month and a half back, this got the third ever CVT re-gear. We went from a 3.7 to 4.11 final drive ratio. And with the larger tires, it's made a world of difference off-road, whether we're crawling up some, rocky banks, sandy, whatever. The additional low-end torque and being able to take everything a little bit more controlled with that lower gearing and having the power to continue to move forward has just been night and day. It's one of the things I'm most proud of on this thing. And all thanks to buddies before me paved the way recently. Along with powertrain, we have a rear locker in the rear from Torque Masters Industries. The traction control systems on these are wonderful, but having a true mechanical locker in the rear has been just amazing. Just putting that power down equally when I'm lifting a wheel. Subarus, we don't have a solid axle. We have independent front and rear suspension. So having that rear locker just has been super helpful. So in conjunction with the power upgrades and everything, this car, you just point it and you shoot it and it's gonna basically go where you want it. Outside of power, we've done the supporting suspension mods. We have Raceworks long travel suspension. We're looking at, give or take 12 inches of wheel travel, which for a unibody Subaru is pretty good. It handles jumps well. It likes to go 80 miles an hour down a dirt road, and it'll crawl up, just about whatever I ask it to. Within reason. Obviously, I'm not going to any rock gardens or anything. I'm not hanging with the Rubicons on 40s, but she does what I need it to do. We've got F44 front and rear bumpers, wheels as well from F44. They're a company down in Southern California that does some amazing stuff for this platform. Gives me a place to put my lights on the front, winch, stuff like that. Takes the abuse that I push this thing through. Without it, I would have definitely lost my radiator a few times. I've also got Anderson Design Fabrication skid plates and transmission oil pan. Got to keep everything, as safe as I can underneath with my limited clearance. And while it is limited, I still have about 12 inches of minimum ground clearance. So, about the same as a Rubicon or even more than your average Tacoma. So I'm definitely pretty proud of that one. I've got my Princer roof rack up on the top. It's got all of my lights and chase bar and antennas, and when I'm carrying stuff, whether it's a tent on the roof or lumber or stuff like that, this thing's definitely been super helpful. We've also got a big brake kit in the front. These are 2006 to 2007 WRX fixed calipers and rotors. Along with the increase in power, you got to increase your braking power. So that's been super helpful. It's mixed with a 2016 Subaru WRX brake master cylinder for that extra pump there as well. I've got transmission and engine oil coolers to keep it cool and running nice and smooth for me, because heat is kind of the killer in this platform here in modern Subarus. So keeping the engine as cool as I can with the coolers and my Spike Performance hood lures has been super key to keeping this rig happy running around. That's kind of, the majority of what makes this thing special. Like I said, the drivetrain is probably the thing that I'm the most happy about and most proud of. This is basically a one-of-one vehicle, and being able to say that is just like, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy. So anyways, yeah, this is 2016 Subaru Crosstrek. Silver Bullet XV on Instagram. Hope to check it out more. Yeah.